what's happening, brother. So don't do these following things if you want to get good results with females. So I'm going to jump in the ice bath while I make this video with you guys, and I want to really help you to get better results in your dating life. So this water's cold. So let's talk about it. When you are approaching, the number one priority is to be calm and be relaxed. And if you watched my last video, I spoke about nervous system regulation in that video. And that is what I'm doing in this video, is actually teaching you about how to not make mistakes with women while I'm doing an ice bath. And when you approach a girl, she's analyzing you and she's seeing, is this guy an asset or is he a liability? Is he going to be able to protect me and help me in life, or is he going to actually be a liability? And there's many things that can make a man a liability. And the main thing that makes a man a liability is a lack of self-discipline. And my program and my course, the Upward Spiral of Excellence, is about helping guys to improve their discipline. And the reason that the discipline is so important is because it's going to allow you to learn how to show up every day. And that in itself is the most important thing in your success when it comes to actually achieving the dating life that you want, is for you to show up every day. Because as you show up every day, your nervous system becomes used to approaching, and your approaches become much more successful because you're calmer and you're less attached to the outcome. And when you show up every day, you give yourself much more opportunities. And when you show up every day, guys, you give yourself the opportunities to actually meet the woman. And one of the goals that you should strive for when you're trying to get on this journey, the thing that you must strive for is improvement. And that's one of the things that stops most guys from getting good at game, is that they don't want to look stupid and they haven't practiced yet. So they just avoid doing it because they don't feel like their competency is high enough. And what I want to tell you guys is the biggest mistake that you can make when approaching is being too attached to the outcome, being too hard on yourself, being scared to make a mistake. And one of the exercises I actually recommend, and other coaches that are my friends do with their clients, is to send the coaching client into an interaction and actually mess the interaction up on purpose and go in there. And that just teaches you not to be scared to make mistakes, because when you are scared to make mistakes and you're trying so hard to avoid it, that comes across to the woman as you trying to seek her approval too much. And that is something that really turns women off. And there's two factors that you can focus on that can help you build attraction. And one of them is being calm in the interaction. That's the most important thing when you do game, is being calm and making the other person calm. And then the other two factors is like your willingness to take risk in the interaction and be rejected, by, like, let's say leading the interaction forward or starting like keynote. And that shows like risk to get rejected. A lot of guys, if they like a girl or whatever, they'll be, and it's happened to me, be on a date and like avoid escalating, avoid trying to move it forward because they're too scared the girl's going to not reciprocate. And when that happens and you avoid like escalating and leading, the girl actually sees you as being like a pussy, because she knows you're a man. She knows that you want to be sexual, whatever. And there's that. And then the other one is like too much agreeableness, seeking rapport too much, like the typical nice guy problem that a lot of men have, and I've had it too. And the more that you can risk her disapproval and also sort of disagree with her even, then the more she will like you. Like let's say a girl tells me, my favorite food is fish, And then I could say to her, okay, like it'll never work out between us because I hate fish. Can't believe you like fish. Like, you know what I mean? And the typical nice guy will be like, oh, you like fish? Really? I love fish. And then, you know, be like some fucking trying to get rapport too much guy and look like an idiot. And, you know, there's a lot of factors that go into being good at game and getting good results. And I always stick with the main core things that are going to help you guys, and it never changes. It's a USOE, it's upward spiral of excellence. It's you fucking approach every day. You go to gym every day. You work on a business every day. Oh, this one's also called. You make yourself more attractive to women from the core. That's what you do. What's up, bro? Good. Yeah, what's your name?
Mike. Sweet.
Mike.
You?
That's my name, Mike too.
That's Mike?
Yeah. I'm talking to these guys about how to get better results with girls and things never to do. Another thing you guys should never do is like look like you don't know what you're doing. You leading a woman and that. You must always know what to do and be confident. And another thing you guys should never do is go out and do pickup and not present yourself well. Go out, put hair wax in your hair, have a good haircut that look like you look after yourself, shave your beard so it's neat. Put on cologne, you know, clean your shoes, fucking wear a nice shirt, look presentable. You know, a guy that is like very good looking won't do as well as a guy who's actually ugly if the guy who's good looking looks unkept and the ugly guy looks like he's kept. Because the woman's looking at your competency when you approach her. Your attraction to you is highly determined by her perception of your competency. Oh, this guy's well dressed. Oh, look, he's doing skincare. Oh, he's in shape. He must be someone that's reliable. And then that's the ugly guy. And then the good looking guy. Oh, look, maybe he's good looking, but his shirt's a bit wrinkled. His beard is a bit unkept. He doesn't have a good haircut. He's probably not successful. He's probably not competent. Don't want to be with him. A woman, we look at women more in the physical. They look at us more in the utilitarian manner. What utility does this man possess? What is my life going to be improved by associating with him? Do you understand that? That is where their attraction primarily is. And that's why having money is a big thing for women, and it's important for most of them because that provides utility, that provides resources for living, for the children's fucking growing up the children and whatnot. So your game needs to be like that. Here's another thing for you, right? Let's say I had a bar of gold and I was like trying to go around and sell it. If I came to you with a bar of gold, I was like, please buy this bar of gold, and it's $20, it's cheap. Probably wouldn't even buy it, even if it's a real bar, because you'd think it's fake. Well, if I said $200 for a 1 kilogram bar, went to you, I said, give me $200, I'll give you this. And it's real gold actually. You wouldn't do it because it's too cheap. And it's the same thing with you. When you act needy, when you approach a girl, you're trying to get her approval so much, you're not risking not getting her approval. You are basically coming there with the gold, because you are like gold actually. You know, if you're a man, you're on your purpose and, you know, you train and whatever, you're a rare individual actually, you know. And then you gold and you come there and you act like that. It's like you trying to sell something very valuable for so much. Why would you be doing it like that? If I'm selling you gold for $200, I'll be like, who's worth it to get this? Who's going to get the benefit of getting this? But a lot of you guys are selling yourself so cheap by acting like fucking you worth nothing. And you know, you got to act with self-esteem when you interact with these chicks. And that just means being calm, understanding, okay, she can reject me, that's fine. Because I know I'll win. Because I show up all the time. Because I won't quit. I know I live in a world where if I take action and I'm diligent and I'm on an upward spiral, I will be rewarded. That is the mechanics of this world. You know how it feels, how your perception becomes when you show up for yourself like this, like what I teach with the USOE. Upward spiral. When you show up like that for yourself and you've been going to gym all the time and fucking approaching every day and doing business and being more serious, using your time better and improving, being consistent, but also like improving the intensity, and like all kind of factors get improved, but you're on this journey of consistency and effort. The world becomes amazing. You know, my life became better than I ever imagined, and I was a drug addict. I was addicted to drugs, to coke, to all kind of shit. And, you know, I've been to institutions for that, and I've been locked away. I've been arrested. And if I change my life like this and this quickly, and I got money now, I got good health, I got fitness, I got everything, you can do it too, you know. And it's just about getting started in the beginning, appreciating those first steps, because those first steps, you don't see a difference from them in that, but that starts off a chain reaction of events that is unbelievable, and then it becomes automatic to do these things. Like for me, going to gym, approaching, doing business, the journaling, I just do that, bro. It's my life, bro. It's not hard for me, anything. I actually like it. Sometimes I don't like it, but those are the times are the best, because then I build self-trust with myself. One thing that also helps me is I'm part of my own coaching program, my group, where we stay accountable. We're with other action takers in that, and if you want to be part of that group, just click down below for the coaching application. It's a 1-year program, and it's mainly focused around pickup, but it's also self-development with a habit tracker, accountability, weekly coaching calls, and live events for members. So, and a digital course too, very in-depth one. So anyway, guys, join the program. But even if you don't, I still appreciate you guys. Please engage on the content, like it, comment. I'll reply to all the comments myself and help me get this channel bigger. Much love, guys. Appreciate you.